What are we doing?
We are kind of wandering off.
What is happiness?
It's nothing. It's not what you thought it was, because you thought it was everything. We tend to push too hard towards it and think of it as something we can manufacture, and it's something that we're frustrated that there's not enough of it.
How do we stop suffering?
Not really seeing it as the enemy.
How would you define identity?
The very thing we're most preoccupied with, that we spend the most time negotiating with, dealing with, responding to, reacting to, our own mind generating these storylines, is actually not made of anything at all.
How do you help others?
Thoughts are not solid.
Is there any hope for us?
Good and bad, happy and sad, all thoughts vanish into emptiness like the imprint of a bird in the sky.
How would you describe a person nowadays?
A broken and haunted person.
What is the past?
Memories of sexual trauma and abuse, of anger, shame, guilt, low self-worth.
What do people usually say about themselves?
Many people have harmed me in my life, and I remember them all.
What are the first words you remember?
She's digging her own grave.
How does that memory make you feel?
The voices took the place of this pain.
How do you know you're awakening?
The memories grow pale and faint.
Are we determined by our past?
Sometimes you know it snows as late as May, but summer always comes eventually.
Can we lose ourselves forever in pain?
The light never goes out.
What is ahead on the road?
Evolution or self-destruction?
How did your interest in death begin?
I had a dream. I was in a pearlescent spiralic tunnel. I was in the dark and going toward the light.
What did this dream make you think of?
Every conflict and polarity was resolved in this spiritual rebirth canal and shows the progressive dissolving of the physical identity.
How does it look on the other side?
An infinite vista of toroidal fountains and drains of light.
What are we among those fountains and drains?
The artist's hand holds a spiritual tool.
A tool for what?
When we gaze into the eyes of the beloved, we're staring into a sacred mirror.
How would you describe reality?
A concrete coat, a sack over the head, a locked box, a prison.
What do we do in that reality?
Just suppressing symptoms, padding the cage.
What happens when you step into the cage?
The unconscious minds become conscious.
How to handle what you find there?
When it hits, it can be a wave of sadness, shame and grief, or it can be just a shroud that kills all feelings.
So, why bother?
It can be incredibly painful and incredibly beautiful. As the fog lifting, it was like turning on the lights in a dark house.
How do you turn the lights on?
Unlock that box.
How would you describe yourself?
There's nothing. There's no self.
How would you like to be remembered?
Doesn't matter.
What are your dreams like?
Nightmares.
Do you have any regrets?
The tears I shed yesterday have become rain.
Do you seek the truth?
Ultimately, it's not important, and I don't say that in a negative sense. Ultimately, it's not important. It's all gonna go. This is a fucking dream, man, all of it.
So, is there any hope?
Old pond. Frog jumps in. Splash.